Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. I remember that? Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Man, it's a hydration situation where the locker room comes to life and the X's and O's meets the I's and U's. You want to show some love? Like and subscribe to this channel. But also, log on to projecttransition.org where you can help us educate and empower these itty-bitties, the underserved from all backgrounds, all types, who need that support. So we help and educate and empower them by becoming a gym member. Yes, any type of donation, any size, but you become a gym member by giving every month. Become a giver every month, and you will receive a signed copy of Never Shut Up. It's from your boy. Yes, it'll be at your doorstep like Amazon. So make sure you become a gym member. Like who? Like who? Like who? Like Scott Cohen right here, who was a gym member, made a one-time $1,000 donation supporting Project Transition. It's a tax write-off, so make sure you help out these itty-bitties out there. Okay, y'all ready? Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Y'all know I always say, what's the commonality between being selfish and selfless? What is it? Self, right? We got this weird complex in this world where we don't put ourselves first. And we always want to act like we care about others more than we do. Y'all learned this in like junior high school relationships. I love you more than anything. And I wrote back, stop playing, right? No, you don't. And if you do, you're not healthy. You're not taking care of yourself. Well, right now, our favorite two podcasters of the moment, Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird, are not necessarily practicing self-love. What they're doing is a little bit of self-destruction. As they're saying, the media is, let's say, choosing what narratives to pick from the WNBA. Dare I say, making it up. Dare I say, lying about the WNBA. So let them say it, not me. Let's hear some self-destruction.
Like, a lot of the feedback I've gotten is like, okay, this makes more sense. This puts more context around the narrative. I think there's been some other really good pieces. Sarah Spain's podcast with Christine Brennan.
Of course.
I thought Sarah did a great job of trying to nail down someone who refused to answer a question. Basically, lots of people have spoken on.
I love when people laugh at their own jokes, like me.
On it. I mean, I think the narratives still exist and are still happening, and you're going to touch on the viewership points, but hopefully people are starting to like understand what's happening and the fact that journalists do have choices and the media has choices on what they choose to cover. I mean, it begs.
Okay, right there. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. That's going to be our thesis. The media has choices. Okay. Interesting.
It's a question of like, well, just like, where are these narratives coming from? And then what's the responsibility of media to, if you're just like, well, people are saying that X, Y, and Z. Well, who are the people? If those people is like a bot farm, then that, or you only got it from social media, it's not actual people.
Bot farm. You're right. I hear you, girl. You're damn right. Somebody in where? Algeria or something? Right? But social media, I'm on social media. I'm a real person. I haven't been hacked yet. Everything that comes out, I said it. If I was hydrated or not, I said it. So there are real people on social media. Careful of conflating, making sure that, social media is just some autonomous thing. Nah, real people out there.
That's not real. So it's like the journalist's job to sort of see through all of the, talking that's going on to like get to the truth of the matter and like get to what's actually happening.
Yeah.
How do you get to the truth without talking or listening or both?
In the interview that Sarah did with Christine Brennan, the thing that stuck out the most to me was Christine both calling Twitter.
This is a beautiful set. I digress. This is a beautiful set. And I'm a cat lover, so I just need to see some. I need some knitting. It's just pretty. Look at this Pottery Barn love.
A cesspool, and totally acknowledging how ridiculous of a place it is and the trolls and you can't control it, and just totally acknowledging that. And then simultaneously, when asked about why she asked Carrington the questions that she did, it was like, well, it was news. Well, they were talking about it on social media. Well, it was national news. I'm giving the player an opportunity. And it's like, well, which one is it?
Yeah.
It's not a choice. I got my news from social media. I understand there's an older guard out there. I'm part of it. That is like, my wife sends me clips all the time from Instagram. I'm like, damn, this is your depth of research? And then I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's a conduit. It's a medium, just like television is, just like radio is, right? Just like digital space and YouTube and the internet, like social media. It doesn't have to be fake. Stop trying to paint it like it's all fake.
And that's really, I think, what we're both wondering, right? For journalists, how do they navigate the social media aspect of their coverage? And that is probably going to be the question that all journalists are going to have to start asking themselves. And this is probably the starting point.
Once again, the party started before you got here. Now, since you got to the party, don't act like it's about to start. We've been rocking. We've been rolling. We've been out here juking. I hate the person that acts like these are new problems. No, you just new to the problem, WNBA.
Because women's basketball doesn't have all coverage, doesn't have the ecosystem that I've referenced before. So there is a lack of balance in that coverage.
Yeah.
So when it becomes too much social media troll, that's when these narratives,
No, I don't. What do you know?
start taking over.
Like,
All right. No, I'm going to take over this show right now. Okay, so once again, we got a common theme with some new wrinkles. A common theme of, wow, it's like freshmanitis. We all know about senioritis. Oh, man, shoot, I already turned in my transcripts. Oh, man, I already know what I'm about to do next year. I'm chilling. What's freshmanitis? Freshmanitis, as soon as you get somewhere, high school, college, first year, about 1 month in, all of a sudden you think you know it all. All of a sudden you're like, I got this. All of a sudden you're like, man, this is tripping. And you start looking at stuff and you start characterizing it. When somebody needs to grab your young self and say, hey, you new to this. Relax. Get to know it all, right? I got a family member who went to a high school and in 3 days transferred. And the reason he said is because I didn't like the culture. I said, in 3 days, you learned the culture? 3 days? One of them was a half day. I was like, how you know the culture? Like, you don't even know half of the students. You don't even know anything. You just went there, I'm good, and went out. Now, he made a good choice for him because he's at a school that he really likes. But all I'm here to say is you could have liked that school, too, if you would have gave it a chance. I digress. The WNBA needs to give this a chance, which is embrace the success. Embrace when people are giving you love. Embrace it all, because love is a thin line between that love and that hate. And y'all acting like y'all don't see how thin that line is. So, you know me, I do my homework. She said, I don't know what the media is making up. I don't know where they're getting it from. Are they getting it from bots? Who is saying this stuff? Well, let's just start at the top, shall we? With the 3-time MVP, Asia Wilson, WNBA star, on racism in America. I live in 2 Americas. I live in America where I play in the WNBA, and I'm this basketball player, and everyone loves me. But then I also live in America as an African-American woman, and I see what's going on in the world. I am not about to break down these quotes. I'm just saying this is who's saying it. And why we're not focused just on basketball. You want us, Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe, to focus on basketball. You want journalists to focus on basketball. Well, sometimes it helps when the basketball players just focus on basketball. But I ain't mad. They got a platform. Talk about it. Privilege is not a bad word. We all have it in some form. But when you acknowledge your privilege, especially white privilege, that's when the change can start to happen. You can use your platform and voice to help others. Now, last time I heard, she got privilege from basketball, and she was rich growing up, they said. You got double privilege before you even made this comment. So, all right, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I got to do this. But when you acknowledge your privilege, especially white privilege, especially the one I ain't got, right? You got all the other privileges except one. You said, when you acknowledge that one, oh, yeah, it's different. Girl, you got 18 privileges. They got one. If you social justice, as black women, we always have to fight for something. Our fight is never over. That's just what we've been taught. Oh, she admits it. But now we're speaking out more. We're holding people accountable. Our fight is never over. We always have to fight for something. Yeah, okay. All right, so who else? Natasha Cloud. To the point where she was so outspoken as an advocate, she took off a season to focus on her activism. All right. Nneka. Yep, she did it too. WNBA Players Association president. Renee Montgomery, Maya Moore, Alicia Clark, Lacia Clarendon. Shall I continue? Media made it up, huh? Bots. This is bots. Media, journalism. You guys are just bots. I'm going to help you guys. I got a simple solution, even though there's no such thing as solutions, just trade-offs. Thomas Sowell. But here we go. Let's continue. Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird speak out about racism and the challenges it poses in sports, including the WNBA. All right? So let's talk about the made-up narratives. Well, made-up narratives, you want us to focus on basketball, it sounds like, but the WNBA, especially the black women in that league, have been leading the charge for social justice for years. They're consistently at the forefront of these fights, and they don't get enough credit for the change they've already driven. Okay. And Sue Bird, who's a baller, I've learned so much from my black teammates about their experiences with racism, and I know it's my responsibility to be an ally. The WNBA is full of strong, powerful black women who are fighting for justice, and as a league, we have to stand with them. Yeah. Then they got more narratives. We're constantly told that our product isn't good enough, that no one cares, but that's a narrative that's been created. Nah, we didn't wake up one day and say, ugh, WNBA sucks. Nah, nobody did that. They watched. Remember how high viewership was when it first started? And then we kept seeing what we didn't want to see, which is like, See, people don't want to have that real conversation, but I got 3 daughters, so I got to be real, because they're going to be in a world where they're going to have to try to really get it. We saw them underhand layups that was going over the backboard. We saw air balls. We saw all the stuff at a quantity that we weren't used to when we were watching professional basketball. Be real. Damn. That's why Caitlin Clark setting it on fire. That's why Juju setting it on fire. That's why we now know names. It's a Latina lady, Leva Clark or something. They're names that we are knowing. We know Paige coming. We are knowing these names because we're like, oh, they coming. It's kind of like when Tiger Woods hit, and then we were like, oh, that's a different golfer. That's like an athletic golfer. Now guess what's coming? It's a Canadian girl dunking in game, like, wow. We know it's coming, okay? But just admit it. It ain't always been here. God dang. Narratives surrounding their relationship. Oh, people focus on their relationship instead of like them as ballers. I get that. Social justice activism. Damn. Narratives around LGBTQ+. Damn. Come on, y'all. Come on. Okay. So there are no solutions, just trade-offs. So here's the trade-off. Okay. You want to say media made it up, which I'm just showing y'all. And that's just me playing around on the internet and chat GPT. I could get deep, but I ain't going to bore y'all. We ain't making this up. Journalists not making this up. They're covering the sport. And wait till I do this next video on Sue Bird versus Stephen A. Get this. Hit a drummer, get wicked. It's funky. This is what you have to do. Here's your solution, which is really a trade-off. This is what you have to do. New York Jets all-pro cornerback rejects Elon Musk's social media app. He's off X. He's off Twitter. That guy, God dang, I don't want to see that sorry record. That right there, that guy, you know who that guy is? Yes, we all know who he is. That's the man with the sauce, Mr. Gardner, who said, I deleted social media. I deleted Twitter off my phone. It just be so negative. I feel like I'm better as a human being, as a person in my day-to-day life, when I'm not thinking about negativity and seeing negativity all day. Obviously, just stuff y'all seen with Brees and all that other stuff that I responded to, I just had to get rid of it. Yes, I could keep going. But the point is, that young man who's younger than Sue Bird, younger than Megan Rapinoe, younger than all these people out there talking, just said, oh, I know where all this is coming from. I know where all this mud is getting in the water. You know what I'm saying? Who's muddying up the waters? Okay. It's the bots. It's the journalists who are choosing to be negative. Whatever it is, protect yourself or you're headed for self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Not just you, but then the league at large, because you're not embracing the success. Because the success, I hate to tell you, from all the success I've had and I've witnessed and those teammates that I've known, it always is a thin line between love and hate. And if you don't want the hate, then you don't want the love. Don't believe me? Anybody married? That's the deepest love. Boy, there's some hate in there too, right? What about raising kids? As much as you love your kids, how many times have you went dark in your head? You're like, oh, if they say daddy one more time, if she calls mommy one more time, if this kid slaps his sister one more time, come on, y'all. If you kick and spit one more time, I don't understand why we don't have these real conversations and real perspectives. We just want all the pure love, the positives, without the negatives. Last time I checked the battery, the top of it got a positive and the bottom of it is a negative. And that's how it gets its juice. You want some juice? Deal with both of them. That's it. Ain't that deep. It ain't that hard. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel, and also log on to projecttransition.org so you can get this book. All you have to do is donate and become a gym member. Never shut up. Signed, personalized to you. Yes, those are gym members right there. We even have all-pro gym members. We need some love out there, guys, so you can help us educate and empower these itty-bitties right there. So make sure you log on to projecttransition.org. Have an amazing day. I know I'll go get it. Oh, I got to show some love. I can't do that. One more thing. Be like this guy, Scott Cohen. Make a one-time donation. $1,000. I ain't mad. It could be $5. Whatever you got. It's all good. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, founder of Project Transition and proud gym member. I'm excited to share with you an opportunity that will support our kids on their mission to making their dreams a reality. At Project Transition, we believe that real change comes from consistent action and support. That's why we invite you to join our powerful gym membership program that is making a difference every single day. As a gym partner, by giving every month, you'll fuel our mission by providing monthly support that turns into real empowerment and education for underserved youth. Your commitment reduces school dropouts, nurtures communities, and funds impactful programs like the Rising Stars Academy that we share. Together, we can turn potential into prosperity. Join the group of community champions driving change. Your contributions will help aid success by providing essential educational resources, building critical life skills, and fostering community strength. There's no better feeling than knowing your support will ignite hope, foster dreams, and empower the next generation. Join us today and be a part of transformative change. Help our youth become greater than their greatest excuse. Become a gym partner. Thank you.